What is going on YouTube? Hannah back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we do need to talk about XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, as well as the S&P 500. Specifically, what we need to talk about is the continued correction that's taking place on pretty much all the major cryptocurrencies, including the S&P 500. If I go back onto my channel really quickly, you can see for the past couple of days, we've been pretty much tracking the breakout that is starting to take place. You can see here, we did see an ascending kind of triangle that broke bearish and started to correct lower, and it's been happening over the past couple of days here. This is something we've been patiently waiting for and tracking and expecting to see correction. Now, I did read you guys' comments. One of you had previously mentioned and said, well, you said we would be breaking up, and I did, and we did, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's just going to go straight up like an elevator. You know, it does form some sort of stair-stepping patterns here. And yes, we do have higher low movements that head to the upside. We're not just going to go straight up. So the fact that we're seeing correction now doesn't mean I'm like bearish, throwing in the towel, we're heading back down to 10 grand on Bitcoin. No, it's just a temporary correction. Markets are overbought. A correction is necessary for us to continue to head to the upside. So that needs to take place. As you guys can see here, we are starting to correct lower. You can see the ascending triangles. We're breaking down consistently here. And we're trying to see how much lower we're going to be moving to. I said, did we just hit the bottom? Is the bottom in? If this holds, we'll be able to head up higher. If it doesn't hold and we correct below there, we'll have to continue to short conservatively on the charts here. And as you guys can see with XRP, we're kind of making that decision today, which is kind of exciting. For XRP, if we start to trend below this and close the daily today below our support level right here, it's expected for a drop. Same thing applies itself with Ethereum here. If Ethereum sees us kind of trend below this price floor here, there's a very, very, very high chance correction is going to come, even with us kind of intertwining with the moving average, even if it's a small comfortable short of 1480 down to 1395. If you put leverage on this, especially here, we're talking about, you know, a 6% correction, even with if it's, you know, a guarantee and we can weigh the risks and the pros and the cons here, we should be able to profit pretty nicely off the correction to the downside, which is exciting if you ask me. Now, moving forward here, we also have to look at Bitcoin in regards to it bottoming off at support here, and my main focus for today, which isn't going to open up in an hour, is how the S&P 500 is going to trend. We start heading lower, it is almost inclined that the rest of the cryptos are going to head lower with him. With all that being said, definitely make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and let's dive into today's episode. Super quick, guys, before we dive into the technical analysis, as you know, I did start a second channel, and I appreciate the guys that commented on giving me suggestions as to what car I should rebuild. But as you guys know, crypto is cyclical and crypto hibernates, and I have just recently made big decisions in my life last year. As you remember, I wanted to do YouTube full time, just figure it out and learn from it. And if I do crypto YouTube, that means we're going to have these down spurts where we'll have bull market, which I can make money on, a bear market, which I can make some money on, not necessarily the most, but there's about a year where I can make some money off the major correction. And then we start to enter this kind of stagnant market for a year and a half. And honestly, I want to find something else to do. And I started a second channel, which is doing pretty well so far. And I just have discovered a passion for wanting to rebuild cars. And I want to try doing that for you guys here. So that's what the second channel is for while the markets are down in crypto. I don't plan and have any intention of stop making cryptocurrency videos. But, you know, until we see, you know, the markets start to pick back up and, you know, the stock market isn't tanking and crypto isn't tanking, I think my focus should be on, you know, just something else temporarily. When markets start to pick back up, volume starts to come back. Obviously, my full focus attention will be on cryptocurrency, and we'll go from there and post some cool videos, maybe even twice a day like we did before. But temporarily, that's the plan here. I do plan on buying a car to rebuild. I wanted to crack the algorithm. We're doing pretty well. 31,000 views. You can see we got, where is it? 58,000 views right here. We're doing pretty well so far. Here we are, 1.4K, 31,000, 153,000, 5.1, 2.3. I'm doing pretty well for a channel that I just started, but I know you guys don't care about that. Some of you do. Some of you guys don't want to just hear what's going on in my life. So that's what we're doing right now. But moving forward, we are going to be looking at the current coin market cap and diving into today's video. As you guys can see, we are down 1.9%, and cryptocurrency for the most part is correcting. Surprise, surprise, small little jump within Tether, but honestly, we're still correcting lower here. And honestly, there's a chance we could still continue lower. As you guys know, for the most part, markets in regards to the weekend don't really see much movement. The stock market is closed for the weekend, which means Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP are pretty much going to be closed for the the weekend moving forward here. But now that it's Monday, we're going to start to see some interesting things. And honestly, by the way these cryptos are moving, we're having an inkling for a potential correction lower, more dips to the downside here, which is still a huge possibility. Not as low for XRP, but definitely for a lot of these major cryptocurrencies. And it really all comes down to how this S&P wants to close. There is still a big chance that we are going to start breaking downwards and correcting lower here, rejecting off of this top resistance here and starting to slide lower. There's a big possibility that that's going to happen, and it's going to pull crypto with it, and it could pull XRP down with it. Really, today is going to determine that, because we could easily wick back up today. We could wick back up by the end of the day, trend above here, so on and so forth, and go from there. But, you know, we also have to plan for the possibilities of this closing where we are. Obviously, if it does something like that, we can take advantage using BitFi, the #1 cryptocurrency leveraging exchange that I like to use here on the channel. No longer called BitYard. They revamped it for 2023 to BitFi here. They've been going strong for over 2 years through the bear market. They've done their hibernation. They're starting to come back, which is exciting. In a couple of weeks, they're dropping a new, they already have the Android app. They're dropping a iPhone app, which is super cool, but they're going to be doing a whole new crazy, campaign for BitFi, which is really nice. But so far, they just recently added, I want you guys to be the first to know, up to $2,888 of free bonus money or even trading money, completely free. Link is down in the description. Once you sign up, click new user reward and you can check it out. The best part is BitFi offers XRP, which not many exchanges do, and they also offer a demo account which gives you 100K Monopoly money risk-free to trade crypto, and then when you're ready you can use real crypto. But definitely make sure to check it out. Link is down in the description. It does help support the channel. Moving forward here, we talked about XRP. These are the cryptos that I really want to focus on, Bitcoin and Ethereum here. Now, the correction will come for Ethereum if, and this is an if, we close below what we're doing right now. As you guys can see, if history repeats itself here, this is a very solid support. And even though in the past we have reversed through it, and reverse back up, there's definitely a solid support right here. I just want to draw in a horizontal line where you can see we've retested in the past once and twice, even 3 times, honestly, here. But and it also cuts through the moving average. So there's a chance that because we close below this support, which we'll probably do today, we have a price floor and a price ceiling. Very similar to what we had in the past year, if history repeats itself. But if we close below here, which it looks like we're doing, there's a good chance we're going to continue this correction to the downside here. If it doesn't, partake today and today doesn't pull us immediately down to the support, there's a good chance tomorrow in the next couple days we'll start to head back down to 1420.22, probably 1422, retest oversold and hopefully hold out right here on Ethereum. But there's also this chance of a correction to the downside, but obviously we'll just move that stop loss lower as we short it to the downside here. So it is exciting that we are starting to slide lower here. We said very much so in the past here that this would have been an aggressive short opportunity right here that we can still take advantage of. Conservatively, we do have an opportunity here as well. And Bitcoin is still kind of sliding lower here. You can see if it starts to correct lower, there's a good chance it could break through its resistance right here and skew all the way down to about 19.7, 19.8, which is also exciting. Big chance, big possibilities that could happen too. With that all being said, I just want to wrap things up with the S&P. This is my main focus here, and the reason I think we could head into extreme oversold on the major cryptos is because the S&P 500 has not yet reached its bottom support or moving average. I am a strong believer that we are creating higher lows, and I think in order for us to do that, we have to come back down to this support level right here, and then we'll head back up, something along the lines of that. But until we do that, I'm pretty bearish on this market right now. And the reason I believe so is because we've retested overbought. I don't think we're going to kind of hang out here. Is it possible? Of course. But something tells me that there's a slight chance we could correct back down to moving average, retest that, bounce off this, and maybe start to head back up. But I am bullish long term. By the end of 2023, I can almost guarantee the prices will be higher than when we started in the beginning. I am a very strong believer that we could see XRP by mid or end of 2023 much closer to about 53 to 95 cents. I know you guys think that I'm crazy, but I strongly believe that by the end of this year we'll be there. And Ethereum will be somewhere closer to, I'd say, at a peak $2,400 to $2,500 by the end of this year, conservatively, or at least we'll retest that within this year, maybe mid, and then for Bitcoin, I think we'll be maybe up to a peak of 45K, conservatively maybe a bottom of 28K mid to end of this year. We might not hold it, but we'll hit it and then fall potentially. So I do think we do have potential moving forward. With that being said, smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and I'll see you in tomorrow's episode. Peace.